Yo, yo, Hot 89.9, we're here hanging out, just me and Cricket, FaberDrive with Kenny B. What's going on? FaberDrive in the house, introduce yourself, fellas. Woo. Hey, I'm Faber.
I'm Cricket.
Cricket!
Is that your best Cricket impersonation?
Yeah, they don't have a budget for a sound effect or anything here, so
It's good. No, it's good. I wasn't trying to come down on you at all.
I think you did a little already, eh? It's been a long time, actually. We actually met for the first time. It was under the influence a little bit of beverages at the MMVAs.
Yeah.
When you guys, before you guys even put out a single, you were telling me that, yeah, I'm part of this group, I'm doing this thing.
Yeah, that would have been, oh geez, 3 years ago?
Yeah, it's roughly
3 years ago.
3 years ago.
It was our first time there. That was quite the experience. We got the whole backstage VIP thing. I never realized when you watch the MMVAs that behind the stage there's a whole party going on of like every Canadian band and a lot of American acts that you know, open bar, lots of food. It was a great time.
And you miss every single act that performs.
Yes, I did.
And you don't even know who wins what award unless it's you winning the award.
Yep.
And that's pretty much about the MMVAs. Mm-hmm. You know, there's a lot of people screaming out there, but you really don't hear it because there's a lot of noise underneath the beer tent.
Yeah.
All right. And speaking of beer, we do love that, and you guys like that too while you're on tour?
Actually, I don't drink when I'm on the road.
You don't drink when you're on the road?
I get my fill when I'm at home.
That's good, man. That's unusual.
It's I find it affects my vocal cords and get a little too rowdy.
And it leaves more for us too.
Yeah, I heard about the rowdiness. Jake and the boys from Headley told me a couple of your antics, because those guys are kind of crazy.
Yeah.
And did you ask them about the Shiger?
The Shiger?
Did they ever tell you about the Shiger?
No, they didn't tell us about the Shiger.
Okay, when they were at Super X performing,
right,
Jacob really wanted to win one of those big stuffed animal tigers.
Right.
Okay, and he proceeded to spend money until he did win one of those big tigers.
Yeah. Right.
They put it outside of their bus, and then Tommy and Jake hung their asses out and pooped on it.
Oh my God.
So that's called a Shiger now.
A Shiger, I'll keep that in mind. If you hang your ass out a window and poop, it's a Shiger.
Yeah, they were hanging out of the tour bus that night.
Alright.
Nice.
So, speaking of crazy things, what kind of crazy things do you guys like to get to do while you're out on the road?
Radio interviews.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
It's been a while for us. I mean, we've been at home working on, we got a new album coming out, as you know, the new single, Get Up and Dance.
Get Up and Dance.
Yeah, and so we haven't really been on the road a lot, but I mean, we used to get into a lot of trouble with those Headley boys, anything
Naked
from...
parties.
Yeah.
Yeah, running
Always
naked through car washes that are operating, and you know, we, lots of things involving pooping on a plate, and you know, giving it to them as chip dip for the rider.
That was to Headley.
To Headley.
We love you guys.
Yeah. That kind of stuff. We just like to have fun with the bands we tour with. Although we haven't, we're out with the Latency right now. I don't know if you're
I have.
with them.
Very much so.
We haven't got into too much trouble with them. They got it coming. Our last show with them's in Toronto at the CNE on Sunday, and we're gonna have to come up with something pretty big for them.
Now, would you guys say Get Up and Dance or Get Up and Dance is like the fastest growing single you guys have had yet?
Definitely.
It's amazing this one how it's just taken off. Like I've liked your other stuff before, but this one has just went. Whew.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's I think it went gold after 4 weeks.
Yeah.
Like on iTunes, and that's crazy. We were just like, we couldn't believe it because it was weird when when I first started writing that song. I just kind of was. I had a different style in mind. It was almost like a side project thing I was going for.
Right.
And we ended up just making a demo of it and showing it to a bunch of buddies. Pierre Bouvier, singer from Simple Plan, and he loved it. He's like, I think this is amazing. He had a couple tips for me, so we gave him some co-writing on it. And then we sent it to Paul Jessup, head of our radio for Universal.
Yeah.
And he loved it too.
Isn't he? Paul
Yeah.
Jessup?
Yeah. He freaked out. He's like, let's go to radio right now. And I'm like freaking out, like, no, we can't go to radio. It's not finished yet. And so that's how that song happened.
And you also have Dave Ogilvy on that doing that production.
Radio.
And I know Dave very well from the Jackalope
cool.
and, of course, 9 Inch Nail days. Like, he's a huge super producer in the music world, quote unquote.
Yeah.
Not on the public side of things a lot, but if you're in the music world, you've heard of him. And what's it like working with Dave?
He's cool. He came in on the end. We had pretty much recorded the entire song, and then the label wasn't totally comfortable with us releasing a single that we had totally produced on our own at that point. And we were cool with that, right? It was our first time doing something where we produced it and recorded ourselves. And so we went in with Rave and we hit it off right away. He's an awesome guy, super nice guy, telling us 9 Inch Nails stories about Trent Reznor. And
really?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah. I know Katie B, that used to be a singer for Jackalope.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Lumber Girl, too, right?
Cool.
She's now Katie Rocks or something like that.
Oh, yeah?
So, it's all good. And now, the album, what do you guys like to put, like, what's your most influence on your album? Do you like to have control over everything on it, or will you let a little bit of it go to, like, say, the record company say, oh, we want you to work with these guys?
Sometimes that'll happen. Sometimes we'll, you know, it's compromise. It's like first of all, you're married to the band members in a sense. It's like you're married to 4 guys, and then you've also got the label that sometimes you gotta do things that you may not be totally comfortable with, and you gotta pick your battles. But generally speaking, our label's very, very cool. They always give really good suggestions. We just did a song with Jessie Farrell, a country singer who's on with 604 Records and Universal.
Yeah. And
she's doing a duet with us, and it's called I'll Be There. And, you know, they got really good suggestions, so we're pretty cool with letting them say what they want to say.
Now, you're also signed to 604 Records, which is Chad Kruger's label.
Yes.
And Chad's an awesome guy.
Oh, yeah.
And what's he like there? Is he involved in the process for everything for you guys? Is he like saying, do this, don't do that? What is he like?
No, he'll get involved in stuff that he gets excited about. Like, we did a song, working on a song that we're recording with Josh Ramsey right now that Chad did a little bit of co-writing on. It's called Forever. And we just brought it into the studio, and he made a couple suggestions for some lyrics, and we were like, yeah, that's cool.
Which is absolutely...
But that's the only one song on the new album that he's working on for us.
Cool.
At this point.
At this point.
Yeah, the whole album isn't even finished yet.
Yeah, I know, because it's a secret, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you have a name for the album yet? Or are you going to call it It's a Secret?
No, it's called Can't Keep a Secret.
Can't Keep a Secret?
Yeah.
All right, well, I wasn't sure if that was just like something that Can't Keep a Secret or whatever, but I wasn't sure. All right, so that's the name of the new album. How many tracks are going to be on the new album?
11.
11 songs.
Yes.
Any bonus tracks or anything?
Yeah, there's going to be hopefully 2 bonus tracks. I'm going for 13.
Now, what do you guys want to do that you haven't done yet? I know it's a cheesy question, but...
Tour with U2.
Tour with U2?
Yeah.
Would that be a dream come true?
Yes. I don't think it'll ever happen.
U2?
U2.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And next
Japan.
the Beatles.
Japan. Tour to Japan.
Yeah.
Australia. We really want to see the world. You know, we've seen a lot of Canada. We've seen a lot of the U.S., but we haven't got outside of North America a lot to really get out and see the world and play in Europe and play in Japan and Australia and stuff like that. As I know for myself, that's a big dream and something that we're hoping to see happen.
I think with this song here, I think this song here is going to take you guys over the top, because you see the progression. It's almost like 7 Second Surgery was like not a warm-up album, but it was like giving you a little tease of what's to come, and it was practice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Pretty much, yeah.
And then next thing you know, you guys go on to this, and like the first song, Get Up and Dance, is a huge success out of the gate, like I was saying.
Man. Yeah, really.
And I'm happy for you guys. I always love to see Canadian talent like just blow it up on the charts and then break over to the U.S. side and start doing their thing that way. Now, who's the pig on the bus?
Pig.
Yeah.
Well, so far we've got a couple new guys.
Yeah, you got like it's changed members because one guy had to go back to church or something like that. I don't know. So I don't know. He had to sing in the choir or something.
No, it's good, man. We've got Andrew Stricko, who was in a band with Sebastian Bach's brother at one point, who's the lead singer of Skid Row, for those of you who don't know. And then we've also got Jordan Pritchett, and he seems to be a little bit of a pig sometimes.
Yeah?
No, I'm definitely the biggest pig.
Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, JP just sleeps all the time. He'll sleep anywhere. Airport benches, the floor of the band, bus, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Any crazy fan experiences yet?
One time in Kenora we were playing, and after the show there was like...
He's laughing. Kurt's laughing already. 10
to 15 drunken, like huge guys, and they just started walking into our van. Into our tour van, and our tour manager's grabbing them out by the asses, throwing them out, and he's like, get out of here!
They just wanted to hang out. We played a bar show, and as you can imagine, a bar show in Kenora, Ontario gets pretty wild.
Yeah.
And they just wanted to come hang out, all these drunk guys crawling into the van, and it's just like, oh, wow. Yeah.
Sometimes we get fans giving us treats that we like. I love black licorice and Bud Light Lime, but I don't drink them on the road, so that doesn't work.
Yeah. Well, you can stockpile it, though.
Yes.
You can stockpile